What's up, guys? Is anybody in there? Anybody there? I gotta get to my mode. Hold on one second. There I am. Okay. How's everybody doing? I don't even know if anybody's here yet, but I'll wait a couple minutes. I'm drinking decaf for once. I've been drinking decaf and I don't even know how long, but I don't want to be up late and I just been feeling like I don't need any more caffeine, so I'm drinking some decaf because I like the taste of it. Hey Courtney, what's up? Oh, I forgot to message you and tell you I was going live. Hey Laura. I suck. Hey Princess Megan. True Crime Investigates. What's up? Um, so Spicy Lady. Soul. I'm gonna try to make it through, guys. I'm not feeling the best today, but we're gonna try to get through this because I wanted to show you this video that Hey Dolores. Actually, so this was like maybe last week or probably like a week or so ago. Somebody emailed me like a clip of this video and they're like, I think this is Hannah. I was like, okay. So I there was just this clip. And I know the channel because I watch him, Soft White Underbelly. I love that channel. I watch it, binge it all the time. So I'm very familiar with the channel. So I'm like, that's Mark from Soft White Underbelly. But so I went on because he has a YouTube channel, right? So I went on his YouTube channel and I tried to find the full video. It's not on there. I'm like, where the heck is it? So he has like an app that you could get, and then so he has like an app with like stuff that's not on his YouTube channel, like interviews that he just didn't post on his YouTube channel. So you could pay like a monthly thing. So I think it's like $10 a month, and you pay, and then you get like extra interviews or whatever. So she's on that one. You have to buy it though. So will you come randomly like leave Softway Underbelly's link in the description? Excellent channel, guys. I mean, that's one of my favorite channels. I'm sure most of you guys have heard of it, but so it's about Hannah Rachel Collins. So we haven't heard anything since a week ago. Well, since my last live, no news has said anything yet. So I think what's happening is they are waiting for the autopsy report to see what the cause of death is, to see what's going to happen as far as what the cause of death is. So it must not have been that apparent, but by looking at her, what it was, I'm guessing. So but anyway, so a week ago, somebody messages me, and I'm like, I don't know if that's her because she looks a lot different. And I'm like, and just from that clip, I was like, I was doubting it. So I went on my trip, I got back, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna buy the app. I'm gonna look because it was driving me nuts. So I bought it, and now in the meantime, from doing research, I learned like her birthday and what year she was born and where she's from. So I knew like her kind of history. I don't know her family history that much, but I know like the basic facts. So I'm watching the interview with Mark on the Soft White Underbelly. I'm watching it, and I'm like, she says it all fits. Jackson, Mississippi, born in 93. And I'm like, dude, I think this is her. But anyway, so on Reddit, I was on Reddit, and there was a guy on Reddit that was like, hey, I used to date Hannah a while back. I dated her for a year. She's on Soft White Underbelly. That's her. And I'm like, hey, can you message me? I'm interested. I have some questions. Is that really her? Can you email me or whatever? And he emailed me. He is supposed to actually come on maybe tonight, but he's supposed to come on sometime maybe this week. But anyway, so we've been talking, and so he's like, yes, that's definitely her. He was giving me a little bit of information about her, and how if you read it in the comments of that video, there was another person that said they knew her and that she's lying about like her upbringing. So she lies about some stuff. So I asked him, and he said, yeah, I don't know why she's like, you'll see like some of the stuff she says about her family. I don't know the specifics on what she's lying about, like exactly, because he'll probably answer it when he comes on. But he said, yeah, he goes, I don't know what was up with her. She was lying about some of the stuff. So we're going to watch this. But first of all, what I want to do, just for people that, might be doubting it, because I guess I can't say, I'll say allegedly it's her, because I don't know her, so I can't 100% say it's her. This is just, I'm telling you the story of how I got to this video, and you guys could decide if you believe it's her or not. She looks a lot different. And the new, I mean, if you go in like little chats that are going around, like you'll see in comments, you'll see people saying that she doesn't look anything like that now. So it's kind of like a, well, I guess it's still hearsay that what she looked like in those pictures that they're putting out is totally different than what she looks like in the present day or what she looked like before she died. So the guy that is her ex, he actually, I said, when's the last time you talked to her? He said like 8 months ago. He said the pictures that they're putting out is like when she's like 18 to 21. They're like over 10 years older, those pictures. So remember that watching the video. So people could change. From her background history, she's, a struggling addict. I could relate to that. So I'm not judging her when I talk about that kind of stuff. No judgment. I could actually relate to that. So, but one of her drugs, as you'll see when we'll go through some of her records, is methamphetamine. And we know that can change your appearance like drastically. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen like before and after pictures, and like somebody could look completely different, like crazy, how like night and day. And then the thing is once you stop, it's so crazy. Like you could look so different. And then most of the time, once you stop using, if you're lucky enough to be able to, kick it, you like come back to life. Like you could like you'll look change back basically. It like pretty quick. I've seen people do the transformation back quite quickly too, so it's just crazy what meth does to your body, does to your skin. It like eats at your skin, and like, I don't know, it's just crazy. So anyway, before we watch that video, and I'm going to have to stop it periodically because of copyright stuff. So I hope. Oh, Soul, thanks. Did you? Wait, what did that say? Oh, thanks for gifting memberships. But before I start the video, I want to put up a couple comparison. I took some screenshots from the video we're gonna watch with the pictures that they're putting out on the media, and I just want to show you. So then going into it, you could kind of have a better idea if you think it's her or not. What I'm really going to focus on is her freckles, like the marks on her face, because she has very unique marks on her face and unique spots, and they all match up so that was like one big thing. You could also tell like her mouth. Oh, thanks. So the Ash and M, are those gifted memberships, or did you just, 31 months. Wow, you've been a member forever. Thank you. Scrap Out, congratulations for being gifted. Marty. So yeah, let's start off. Those of you that aren't familiar with this case, I'm going to play like a minute. I think it's like a minute news clip just to give a quick recap of what the case is all about. I could probably say it, but sometimes seeing the visual is better. And it's just like a quick news clip. And then I will do the pictures to show you the marks, the freckles, to see what you guys, so going into watching the video, you guys could, determine if you think it's her. And then, yeah, and then we'll watch the video. Okay, so let me do the news clip first. So this happened August 13th is when they found her in a South LA home. Well, here, I'll play the clip here. So Ash and Emmy, so okay, it pops up. So when you do your how long you've been a member, it actually says you become a member. That's cool. At least I'm aware of. At least this actually Streamlabs lets me see that. So that's awesome. All right. Let's see. All right, we'll do this. So we'll just play this first.
A mother makes a shocking discovery walking into her son's room to find a dead woman wrapped in plastic. Her son nowhere to be found. Police got the call yesterday at 1:15 in the afternoon from the 2200 block of Wall Street in South LA. Investigators say the suspect's mother smelled what she thought was gas coming from her son's room. She went inside and discovered the body of a 30-year-old woman identified by authorities as Hannah Rachel Collins. Paramedics pronounced Collins dead at the scene. Police are now searching for the homeowner's 26-year-old son as a suspect in this homicide investigation.
Okay. Wait, what do you mean? You said, wait, who put that? Hold on, let me take this down. Let's do, or actually, I'm gonna have to do the whole screen. Okay. I want to respond to a comment because I'm a little bit confused. Are you saying, where did it go? So, Monica, you said, love, can you get back to true crime? Or are you saying, oh, yeah, that's what I'm doing? I'm not sure if that's a question. Maybe I'm reading it wrong, but yeah, that's what definitely I am. I got some stuff coming up that I'm working on too, actually. I finally got some files of this case that I ordered that I was trying to get. So all right, so hey, Hossein. So that's just a quick recap. Yeah, so the mother smelled gas in his room. It was like like around 1:15 a.m. She goes in there, finds Hannah wrapped up in plastic. Um, her 26-year-old son is nowhere to be found. If you want to know more about that, my last live um talks about who that his her son, who the guy is that was that she was found, like whose room she was found in. Um but and Court TV they had that I forget what his name was on there, but they asked him as far as the smell of gas, can that be from decomposition? Could that be what she smelled? And he said, yeah, it could be. So depending on like how long was she in there? Plus she was wrapped in plastic. Was it tight? They talked about this on Court TV, like how tight was she wrapped? Like how was she wrapped in plastic? What was the specifics? They haven't announced it yet. They've only it was like over a week ago. They haven't even done an update because they're probably, like I said, waiting for the autopsy report. I'm guessing the autopsy results. But so yeah, it could have been because she was in there a while and the decomposition, because you release like gases and stuff. We've learned from going over autopsy reports. So yeah, uh, yeah. Okay, so let me bring up my pictures and just a comparison, and then we'll watch the video. How's everybody doing now? I had fun on my trip. I haven't talked to you guys in a minute. It was fun. Hold on, let me get this. Oh, there we go. How have you guys been? I feel like I haven't seen you forever, but I'm trying to think, how long has it really been? I feel like it's been like 2 weeks, but it's probably only been a week, right? I always feel like it's longer than it has been. Okay, so I got the entire screen. All right, so let me get my photos. All right, let me transfer. This is the only way I know how to do it, is real quick like that. Okay, so let's do, I have the comparison. All right, so. All right, I try to do like some of them where it shows like different freckles. Okay, hopefully you'll be able to see what I'm talking about on these. Some of them are a little bit better. Some have so as you can see, she's got these two right here. Is it showing up? Yeah, let me try to zoom in a little bit more. So you did to these two, and then she has one here. You can't see it as much on this picture, but the other ones you'll be able to see. You'll be able to see these ones better on the other pictures. And then there's one on her neck. Okay, so here's another picture. You've got this one, two, three, but you can't see these back here. And I tested these. It's so crazy how angles. I'll show you on this one freckle how I tested it on my face before I showered. I put a pen mark because I'll show you what I'm talking about real quick on this one freckle. But it's crazy how angles could make things appear like kind of in a different spot on some of these. But I mean, you could see this, I think, is a little tattoo. It looks like, how they get the tattoos there. Some I think are scabs, but like the main ones, you could see this. You could see those match up. You could see this one. So she has very unique freckles. Now remember, as you age, remember, he said these are like over 10 years ago, these pictures they're putting out. So, as you age, sometimes you get new ones. So there's one that you see, the more current one, which is this video. You'll see a freckle here that you don't see on the older ones, but I get freckle, as you age, you get new ones. Okay, so here's a good look at some of them. So you could see. So the neck one. Now remember that. I'll show you here. Hold on. So you can see this one, you can see this one, you could see this one on some of the other ones of on some of the other angles of this, and then the neck one I'll show you that you could see on one of the angles. So I mean, as you could see, there's that really unique one there. This one, she's got like a little pattern here that's very unique. I mean, you guys, yeah, the mouth is very similar. I mean, it is. You could tell, like, you know, her teeth from, you know, drugs and stuff have taken a toll, but she even explains why her lips are looking like, you know, like they're cut right there. She'll explain that. But you could see, like, because she has a very unique, you know, everybody has like unique features. So her mouth, the shape of her mouth is a very unique, it's just unique, you know, like to her. So she doesn't really smile on this interview, so I couldn't compare like the smile, but you could tell if she were to smile, it would be the mouth would just, yeah, definitely match up. So you could kind of see this one that I'm talking about. I just want to show you the yeah, those two. And then yeah, I mean all those and that one. I just want to show you once I get to the one. Okay, so see how this appears that this is a real lot lower, but it's the angle, dude. So what I did is I put a piece of a pen mark like right here on my neck, like so it'd be like match the one on the right, like down low, and then I kind of like did the angle of the you don't even realize that this one here is that much of a different angle, but it is. So I like just held the camera up a little bit, so it was a little bit higher angle, and it made that mark look like it was that, it made this difference, I'm telling you. It made this look like it was like this, because I was just testing. I'm like, even though I know like the other ones match up perfect, but I was just like, I just want to see because that looks a little lower, and it did it. It like was that drastic just from having a little bit different angle that it did that. I was gonna try to do. I wanted to shower, but I was like, should I make another mark on the video? But I'm like, I don't. I mean, it's. I don't even think it's necessary. But yeah, try it, you guys. If you don't believe me, put one like kind of lower, and then go like this with your camera, and then you'll see it. Like when you hold it up just a little bit, it looks like it's that much higher. But anyway, so yeah, so you see the match, like these really unique ones. That one's down there. You know, this one right here, there's one right here. You can see better on some of the other pictures, is right here. So I just wanted to show you that first, so then when you're watching it, you have at least a little bit of verification. And you can even tell, like here, did I get to the one picture where her eyes don't have any really that much makeup on? I don't know if I did that picture where it looks more like her eyes. Hold on, let me see if I got to that yet. I don't think I did. Hold on. And it sucks because, you know, all these angles that we have of her old pictures are more of a higher angle like this, but all of the screenshots in this angle that he has for this video, none of them are that high. So to compare the nose, I couldn't compare it exactly because it's always a little bit under, and all the other ones from the old pictures are a little bit higher, so you could get like a different angle of the nose, and you can't get it because he just has one camera angle basically. Even when he does the pan down, when he does his portraits, it only goes so high. But anyway, yeah, so hold on, I want to find the one real quick. Oh, hold on. I'm trying to I swear. Oh, I think I have it. Hold on. I think I have it under the just this one. Maybe. Yeah, this one. So these ones she doesn't have. This one she does have some eye makeup, but it's not as, I don't know if she actually does. I'm not really good with that, like to tell, but you know, it's not as dark as far as these other ones. Let me see. Like right here, her eyes look more similar because it doesn't have like that, a lot of the whatever eyeliner or whatever. So I think you could, I mean, in my opinion, like I said, I can't say 100% because I don't know her, you know what I'm saying? But if I were to guess, I would say, yeah, this is her. And like even the boyfriend said it was her. But like I said, then we have to trust that this guy is really her boyfriend and everything. So you guys make your own judgment. But I just wanted to show you that. So remember, all the pictures they're putting out are like all 10 to 12 years old. And I'm not sure why they aren't putting out more recent pictures. Um, and also what he says is he says during this interview, because like I said he talks to her like he's still in contact with her on and off, the guy that dated her like back in 2012 to 2013. He said like when she was like 20. He said he still talked to her. He still kept in touch with her. And the last time he talked to her was about 8 months ago. And he said that during this interview we're gonna play, he said this was right after he said she went back home to Mississippi. There was a warrant out, did 3 months in jail, and then came back to LA, came back. So this whole thing, how she was only out here and she was, like she was just out here on vacation, like visiting, and she was gonna go back. She was just out here for her birthday. It appears that she goes out there on Skid Row. If you guys are familiar with Skid Row and Soft White Underbelly, he does a lot of interviews of people on Skid Row. It appears it's a little bit more than what they're leading on to, but so yeah, he said what happened is this is about around the time, she goes. So this was like, she says she's 28 in this. So this is probably like a couple years ago, a year and a half to 2 years ago. He said, she just went home to visit Mississippi, got a warrant, got caught up on a warrant, spent 3 months in jail, came back out to LA. This was about sometime after she came back out to LA. And he said something must have been going on with her because like she was like making up lies about some of the stuff. And you'll be able to probably tell which ones. Well, I don't know. I guess you can't tell which ones if you don't know her life. That's why I'm anxious to get him on so we could ask the specifics on some of them. Because I was able to ask some questions, but I have a lot more questions I was gonna save for when he came on. But oh, you'll see. She'll explain that, Mark. Okay, let's watch this, guys. Like I said, I'm gonna have to stop it because the copyright. So I'm gonna stop it, and talk. So I know some people get annoyed, but I just have to do it. Believe me, I'd rather just watch it straight through, but it's just how you got to do it here on YouTube to be able to use fair use. All right, so let me pull it up and we'll watch it. But go, Soul, like I said, will you share his YouTube channel? Because if you guys have never watched his channel, I highly recommend it. Dude, I binge it. It's like, I'll like binge it and then I'm all caught up. And then I'll take like a month break and then I'll go back and because he like uploads like every day or every week. He uploads a lot and then I'll come back and there'll be a bunch of new videos and I'll get to watch a bunch again. And it's so interesting. And then I could relate to there's a lot of drug addicts. There's like gang members. There's just all walks of life he interviews. It's just so good. So eye-opening on some stuff. All right, so here we go. Let's pull this up real quick. Sorry guys, I'm like rambling a little bit. Hi, Derpstein. Hey, Patronus Glow. Crash Landing. Teresa. Petty Deb. Now I feel like, did I thank everybody? Because I feel like now I heard when people subscribe or join, and I don't know if I was able to see them all. Hey, Mama Mia. All right, let me do this. Chrome. All right, here we go. I might have to come back in it, go out and come back in. Sometimes it does that when you have it pulled up too long. Hold on, I might have to do that. Gosh darn it. Yeah, hold on, let me try it. Hannah. And you see the title is Hannah. Hannah, homeless woman. Homeless woman Hannah. I mean, the name is what I'm trying to point out. Okay.
That's the worst fucking part of my life.
Wait, what happened here? What did I miss? Did you gift another one, Soul? Oh, thank you. Laura Lou, congrats. Thank you for gifting. You're too sweet. All right.
So what's the hardest part of your life without an education?
Being white.
Being white.
I fucking hate being white. That's the worst fucking part of my life. I wish and pray to God I would have never been white. That's what I wish.
You wish you were black?
I wish I was black or Mexican, yes. I wish I had never been fucking white, ever in my life. I mean, it just depends on white people, you know, certain white people.
So like when I came up to you, you thought I was up to no good?
Yeah, I was kind of skeptical because this black dude did this to my face, and I only hang out with black people. And I mean, I'm white, you know, so I don't know, like the person his friends was white, and so I didn't know like if that was his friend. Like, I don't know, I can't see, I ain't got my glasses, so I didn't know. You know what I'm saying?
Who beat you up?
I really like to give names.
But it was a couple nights ago?
Yeah, Shakey's, the Polar restaurant. Yeah, it was a glass. I had a beer in it. I was trying to drink my beer. I don't know if it was his or mine. The next thing I know, a cup went to my forehead, a glass cup, and then blood was pouring down my forehead.
Wow. All right, Hannah. Hannah, where'd you grow up? Where are you from originally?
Jackson, Mississippi.
And tell me about your childhood. You had both your parents?
No, I just had my mama. My dad had left. My dad was a crack dealer. My dad had went to prison. It's personally all I remember. And then I was basically raised by black people.
Perfect. This will be perfect time to actually stop it because there's a lot of people coming in that are confused who this is. So yeah, this is allegedly, I'll say, Hannah Rachel Collins. And like I said, if you guys just came in, rewind a little bit back so you could see the freckle comparison and see before, because I know just watching this, seeing all the pictures that they put out like what 10 to 12 years ago of Hannah, and then watching this, it's like a mind blow. Like, what? Well, this is the same girl, because we have like this bias in our head. You see these pictures of somebody that looks like a certain way, right? And you have like this preconception of what she's going to sound like. What, you know what I'm saying? You kind of have like this biased stereotypical thing that all of our minds just do from experiences of what they're going to sound like, what they're going to look like, how they're going to act. And so when it isn't what you thought, it's just like, whoa, but really all we saw was a few really old pictures, but our mind just does that. So we really don't, just from those pictures, we can't tell anything about her. You know what I'm saying? Really. And they're like 10, 12-year-old pictures. So yeah, I know it's hard to like match that up, to merge this with the pictures we've been showing of her. But yeah. Yeah, to be honest, she's not even that strung out as far as like I've seen strung out. There's people way more strung out than when she looks. She just, I think it's because she, doesn't have any makeup on, and she, she got somebody hit her in the head, and like, the way she talks is different, and just, you know what I'm saying? Because she's not actually is that really that strung out as what is some people I've seen, to be honest. But she just looks different. So yeah. She's the one that was allegedly found wrapped in plastic in that guy's house. The mom smelled the gas, went to her son's room, 26-year-old son's room. He was nowhere to be found. She finds her wrapped in plastic. This was August 13th that she found her, like around 1:15 a.m. in the morning. And that's the last we've heard. We haven't heard anything else about anything. They haven't updated us or anything. But like I said, I think what they're doing is waiting for the autopsy results, because probably it wasn't apparent for sure just by looking at her what was going on. If it for sure was a homicide, there is a homicide at least they say homicide investigation. They say it, but they haven't officially like said anything for sure. But like I said, I think it's because maybe it wasn't apparent just by looking at her what happened. So maybe they're going to find out it was a drug overdose. And the guy just got scared, and, who knows? I don't know what they're going to say. We'll find out. But yeah. Yeah, this is soft white underbelly. And like I said, and what I was saying earlier, her ex-boyfriend got in touch with me, because I saw him on Reddit and asked him to get in touch with me, and we chatted a little bit, and he actually on Reddit was talking about this interview, saying it was her. And so like I said, I shared a little bit about what we talked about in the beginning of this video, but all right, that's long enough. I'm gonna play it. I know it is Teresa, but I'm thinking they're waiting. They probably don't have anything else more to say until they find out the cause of death. Is what my guess is why we haven't heard anything.
Because I ran away from my mama because my mama used to touch on me as a kid.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
So you ran away at what age?
I'll rewind it a little bit here. Hold on. Now remember, the boyfriend even says she's not being truthful about a lot of this stuff. So what I'm guessing is a lot of her upbringing, I'm guessing, is what some of the stuff she's probably not being truthful with. Because there's some comments under this video, the soft white underbelly, where they say, hey, I went to high school with her, that she had a great upbringing. That's a lie. So I'm just guessing that might be a part of what he's saying. Like I said, I'll ask him more questions. He's supposed to come on this week sometime. If not, I'll hopefully ask him more questions. Anyway, and see specifically, but I'm guessing it's like where she says her dad's a crack dealer, her mom, she just said touched on her. So I'm guessing those are the things she's not being completely truthful about. He's like, he's like, we don't know why she did that. Something must have been going on with her, like why she lied about this stuff.
Because I ran away from my mama because my mama used to touch on me as a kid.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
So you ran away at what age?
Like 7, 8. So I don't really know a lot of words, vocabulary, you know what I'm saying? So my vocabulary is kind of small.
Did you go to school?
Barely. Gary Road.
What grade did you get through?
Like 5th.
Really?
Yeah.
And then you found a family to take you on?
Yeah, I just lived with them. They fed me and stuff, gave me things my mom never gave me.
Your mom never came for you?
She never really gave me food.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Well, so how would you describe your childhood?
Shitty. I was the only child, only grandchild, so I was very looked down upon my whole life. Yeah. And because I hang out with black people and I sound how I sound, I was very looked down upon. So.
You have a beautiful but interesting accent.
Thank you. Don't look too pretty now with this thing on my face. Had the dude try to super glue my mouth, and I busted open. That's why it's ripped like this.
Wow. You're currently living on Skid Row?
No, I've never been on Skid Row.
Where do you?
Currently, I either am awake or I stay at an apartment complex called the Dewey with my ex that I had no idea where he's at right now.
Right. So you're just basically winging it.
Yeah, right now, yeah.
Yeah, the Dewey's on the edge of Skid Row.
Yeah. That's why I look like this. I never look like this. I usually have a fresh outfit on or something like this. My hair, yeah, is usually fresh. I don't even know what happened to my hair. I ain't got shit. My hair used to be thick all the way down here, light blonde, everything. I don't know what happened.
Are drugs a part of your life?
Marijuana is mainly, I like Xanax. I have tried the crystal, but you don't know when people be putting fentanyl up in that stuff and giving it to you. So I don't trust that stuff no more. Just Xanax and marijuana, yeah, and some alcohol.
What does Xanax do for you?
Xanax calm me down.
Yeah, but Xanax and alcohol is dangerous, right?
Yeah, but it calms me down, because that's all I've been having is uppers. Every time I ask for a downer, there's never a downer, there's an upper giver to me. So I'm already jittery as fuck. I need to come down a little bit.
And Xanax works for that.
Yeah.
How do you support yourself now?
Well, I did have a job, actually. I worked with Raza at, I cannot remember. Why can I not remember? I worked with Raza at this little convenience store, kind of by Firestone.
Let me say real quick, like I said, I have to stop it periodically because it's copyright. But I think another reason maybe she's putting on a story is because this channel is like a big deal. Like a lot of people know about it and it's big. I mean, he's got like a big following and it's very popular, big channel. So maybe because she's on this and maybe her life really isn't that like, what is the word for it? I don't want to say boring, but maybe she wanted to like elaborate it and make it like more interesting for the show. You know what I'm saying? So instead of be like, oh, I came from a good family and which would have still been fine. You know what I'm saying? Because it's interesting to see somebody that comes from like a really good family and then it, you know. So either way, but like maybe, some people might think, well, shoot, that's going to be boring. So I'm going to say my dad's a crack dealer and my mom touched me. And you know what I'm saying? And it could just be just simply because of that. So that's why I'd be interested to ask her boyfriend, is she known to lie? Because if he says no, she's not really a liar, then that would probably be a reason, is because she wanted to make her story sound more interesting for the show, because this is a big channel. A lot of people watch this, and there's like a lot of people that have like these crazy, like very interesting stories and family and like upbringing and stuff. So she might have wanted to try to make hers fit in. You know what I'm saying? So, so yeah, I'm anxious to hopefully I'll get to talk to him in the next couple of days again, because I have so many questions for him. All right. Um yeah, Patronus, that's what I'm gonna ask him. Because then, like I said, if he says no, then we know it's probably just because she's on this channel and she sees anybody that watches this channel, you'll see like a lot of these people have these like stories like, whoa. So yeah, and then if he says, yeah, she does lie that a lot, then we'll know. But I don't know why I have a feeling that he's gonna say she doesn't, because the fact that he said, yeah, I don't know what was up with her. Maybe something must have been going on with her because she was made up some stories. I forgot how he worded it. But the fact that he said it like that makes me think that it's not normal. Like she doesn't normally lie. For him to say like, yeah, I don't know what was up with her. Something must have been going on with her. So that's my guess just for how he worded it. But like I said, I'll ask him direct that exact question when I talk to him next.
I cannot remember what it's called. I could show you, but better than I can tell you.
That's right. You came to LA for what reason?
To get away from my family.
So your family, which one? The black family?
My mom's, my white family,
Oh,
the white people.
They got back in touch with you.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I ain't no mooch, you know what I'm saying? So I went back to my mama.
Oh, I see. You went back to your white family.
Yeah. Wish I never did that.
How old are you now?
93. I was born in 93, so 28. I'm thinking that's 28, yeah.
Do you have any kids?
I have one boy.
You do?
Yeah.
And where's he?
He's with my mama.
With your white mom?
Yeah.
Your blood mom. And have you raised him at all?
Barely. Barely. She wouldn't let me be who I was with him, so she kind of like made me feel crazy and stuff and took him from me, so now she has him. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's a sore subject. You don't really like talking about that.
Yeah. And do you have friends?
Where? I have friends everywhere. Vicors, Bloods, Crips, I have friends everywhere. I don't fuck with white people. Simon City Royals is the only white people I fuck with, or the Simon City Royals. And that's the only people I fuck with that are white. And that's a white people gang from Mississippi.
Mm.
From Jackson, Mississippi, yep. Yep. And if they knew the shit that this person did to me, it'd be over with, bro. Like, they some scary white people, man. Like, some scary-ass white people, bro.
So you prefer black people to white?
I prefer white and black and Mexican. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Because they all got my back. Depending on pretty much who you is, if you seem like you got my back, besides the person that did this to my face, then yeah.
I don't know why that kind of made me laugh, because he goes, he says something like you prefer black people. She says, I prefer white, black, and Mexican. Like, it's almost like she's thinking that she's saying like she only prefers a very specific people type or whatever, but I mean, that's a lot. She just included a lot, so I don't know. She kind of makes me laugh at a couple things she says. And then when did she already say the thing about the uppers or whatever? How she says that kind of made me laugh. Okay.
How do you support yourself?
Me, usually I just get money or I have to steal. I have to rob. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, people look at me crazy and shit like that. Like, why you looking at me like that? You looked at me the wrong way. I'm about to steal from your stove, bro. Like, why you looking at me like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you had the audacity or even 5 minutes to ask me about my fucking life, I wouldn't rob your stove, but you looking at me crazy as fuck. So I'm about to take your shit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just don't make no sense to me why people be acting like that out here. Then when you try to go get a job, they still look at you the same way. So what's the fucking point in going to get a job if they still gonna look at you the same way? So that's why I went work for a foreigner, because a foreigner don't look at me like that. Barely even speaks English, man. And he gave me a job over a white person. That's why I had disrespect for white people. And that's my own blood, bro. I mean, you see how white I am? I am white.
So what's the hardest part of your life without an education?
Being white.
Being white.
I fucking hate being white. That's the worst fucking part of my life. I wish and pray to God I would have never been white. That's what I wish.
You wish you were black?
I wish I was black or Mexican, yes. I wish I had never been fucking white, ever in my life. Ever in my life. Because white people, they don't have their own people back. They don't do nothing for their own people. They don't do shit for their people, bro. They don't do nothing for their own people. You see me? My whole family out there. Well, what's up with me, bro? I'm the only one. I'm the only one that represented God for those people. Represented all this shit for these people. And they ain't doing a pot to piss in for me. All I got is a black person and Mexicans helping me out. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I don't ask a white person for shit because they look at you crazy because they think they got money. It's cool, bro. Shit ain't cool. I'll rob you real quick, bro. And I'm white as fuck. You don't do that shit to somebody that's your own fucking kind. You know what I'm saying? You don't do that shit, bro.
You been in love before?
Huh?
You been in love before, Hannah?
Loved? Yeah, by Dontel, my ex. I don't even know where the fuck he's at because I don't have a working phone to even figure out where he's at. And he's black. Yeah. A white person, the only person I ever loved was my baby daddy, was the father of my child, Stephen Balcom. And that's the only white person. Only white person. Stephen Balcom, bro. I don't even know where he's at. Because I cannot get any contact with anybody but my mom.
And I tried to ask him, the guy that, her ex that, I've been talking to, I tried to ask him about, does she really have a kid? Because she just said she has a son. And he didn't answer yet. So, I want to know that. Does she really have a son? I tried to find Stephen Balcom. I was trying to find him. I actually think I found, well, she hasn't talked about him yet. The guy's name that she says that did that to her face, I think I found him, but he died actually in 2022. So it was probably, like a year after this or shortly after this. They found him in a parking lot of a drug overdose. The guy that she says did that to her face, she'll say his name. But the Stephen Balcom, well, I thought it was Belcom, but now Balcom. I tried with the A. I tried with it. I don't know. I tried all kinds of different spellings. I was trying to look for him. I cannot find him. Because I'm just curious. Does she really have a son? We haven't heard anything about her having a kid. But here she said the only white man she ever loved was Stephen Balcom, and he's the father of her son. So I don't know. Yeah, whoever said it's fake, this show's not fake. Like Mark interviews, people. So yeah, he can't control, the people, what they're going to say when they come on. So yeah, a lot of people can come on and make up lies. And yeah, I agree. She seems like she's not being honest, like she's lying about things. And it's like, trying to appear, cooler or more interesting than she is. But I think it's like, I almost think it's probably the show. The show's like this channel's a big thing, so she might wanted to make herself look more than what she is. But yeah, so I don't know what you guys mean about fake. The actual show's not fake. It's not like scripted where like he scripted it or anything. That's all on her, whatever, what she's doing. But oh, okay. Made up to survive, and she thought it was working for her. Yeah, maybe Tallulah. Yeah, I mean, and maybe also living out in the streets. She's on Skid Row here, so she might have to put on that kind of toughness to survive out on the streets too. So this could just be something she learned to survive out there. So maybe she does kind of act like that when she's out there. You know what I'm saying? There could be many reasons. So I don't want to be quick to judge on why she is um acting like this. But there could be many reasons where it's not necessarily what it appears like. You know what I'm saying? It's not just like, oh, she's just being, you know what I'm saying? There could be some reasons behind it. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. He pays for them interviews, so she's probably. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. He usually pays them. So yeah, a lot of them will come on because they need money for drugs, or they just. Well, you could tell like the ones on Skid Row. You know, they're living on Skid Row. They're a lot of them. Most of them are like drug addicts. Some of them are prostitutes. There's pimps. There's like um, all kinds of different people. There's ex gang members. He interviews just all kinds of oh oh my god, I can't even think. The Whitakers. I love that. I love those interviews. Rebecca is one of my favorites. If you guys watch this channel, you guys know, I'm sure you know who Rebecca is. Um, but anyway, so yeah, he pays him. So I don't know how much he pays, if he always pays him like a set price everyone. I'm not sure, but I know he does pay him. Like he'll like even help like Rebecca, he'll like get her a hotel, get her shoes, take them shopping, get some of the homeless people like hotels. Hey, I'll get you a room, I'll get you some food to go take a shower. Here's, I know he gives them cash. So no, he helps them. That's why I really like this channel. He tries to help them, but I mean, I know, like a lot of them are gonna go use the money for drugs, but I mean, hey, they're gonna do it regardless. But like he like, I like when he gets them hotels and is like, hey, take a shower, or he'll like go out and take them shopping and go with them, or get them food or stuff like that too. So, but yeah, so she's definitely gonna get paid for this.
People telling me my dad, this dude telling me, people telling me my dad dead, my grandma dead, people telling me these people dead, but every time I try to call, nobody answers, so now it's making me think, are they really dead though? Like, I don't understand what's going on. And this shit just happened to me like not even 2 or 3 days ago. This shit on my face, they had to super glue my face because they don't fuck with police. So they just super glue my face like this. I don't even know crazy glue, super glue is supposed to even be in your face like this. But I am not going to no police. I'm not going to no hospital. Fuck that.
You get depressed sometimes or angry, or what kind of emotions do you go through?
A lot.
Which ones?
Like, I want to kill him, bro. I want to kill him. Delvon Logan, whatever his name is. He says he's Block Crip, whatever that is. Like, you don't do that, bro. Delvon Logan. Nigga's a rapist, bro. I've seen him do this to all these other females, and I know that's what you did to me. Except I have God and Satan on my side, so I was able to have a third eye open and seeing what you did to me, bro. That's why I'm still alive. I didn't used to be this skinny. I used to be 190 pounds, bro. This dude gave me crystal and had fentanyl in it, and I started seizing out. And then he started raping me, but what he didn't know is God and me fuck with each other, and me and Satan fuck with each other, that I was awake the whole time, and he had no idea that I knew what was going on. But I just had to pretend, you know what I'm saying? So when I called him out on it, this is what happens to my face. You can't really do nothing when a full-grown black dude throws something at your face, you know what I'm saying? I can't really fighting like that. Like, look how little I am. I can't do nothing no more.
What are you afraid of?
Afraid of?
What do you worry about?
Black dudes that are retarded and pretend they ain't. Because that dude said he wasn't retarded, but he was really fucking retarded, bro. He was retarded. That's what scares me. How you act like you a cool black dude, and then you really fucking retarded, bro. And I sit here and stick up for your ass, and this is what I get. Because I told you to have respect for your daughter, for you to talk to your daughter and have respect and leave me be, to talk to your daughter and you throw a glass in my face. That shit ain't nothing but respect. That's like you talking to your kid, if you have one, that's like you talking to your kid and me all up in your business while you talking to your kid. That's disrespectful, you know what I'm saying? You talking to your child, bro. I don't know you like that. I'm letting you have your time with your child. Why are you getting dad mad? You gotta throw a glass cup at me when I'm trying to give you respect with your child. Who does it? Like, who does it? I ain't even do nothing wrong. You got that mad that you had to do this shit? Like, what the fuck, man? I can't even talk, bro. Like, I can't even speak because of this. Because this shit had me all the way, like, fucked up. Like, I didn't even used to look like this. If I could show you what I used to look like, you'd be like, what the fuck, that's you? Like, this don't even look like me at all. And then this, I don't even know what this is. I guess I was trying to shave my head to look like a dude so people would leave me alone or something. I don't know. I really don't even know what this was. But I got homies everywhere. And if I told anybody about this dude, it'd be over with for them. But I don't want to do that. But it seems like I'm gonna have to. Because they're gonna be asking me about my face. I can't really hide that, you know what I'm saying?
I think you just did. What would you say is the most important lesson you've learned in your life?
Don't trust everybody. Do not trust anybody. Just because they seem nice, just because they want to help you out, that don't mean shit. That don't mean shit, bro. Just because they want to help you out, bro. If they want to help you out, they can do it in public. Like, they don't need to be nowhere near you, near your room, near a place, an alley, or whatever that nobody can see you if you do not feel that comfortable with that person. Because I felt comfortable with the person because the person seemed comfortable, and this is what happens. This is what happens. And then he's supposedly done it to 3, 4, 5, 6 different females, man. Like, you just, I don't even know.
All right.
Shit make me sweat. Think about it.
Well, Hannah, thank you so much for sharing your story.
Yeah.
Be careful out there.
Yeah, and his name's Delvon Logan. Delvon Logan. So if anybody mention his name or if you hear that name, just say and tell them no, bro. No.
All right, Don. Thank you very much.
You welcome.
Okay, here we can look at the comments. There's not many since it's only on the website and it's not on the actual channel. Like, so we have, says, I can't stand to even listen to her instead of continuing. I'm not going to read them. I want to read the ones that says they've seen her or they know who she is. Hold on. I went to high school with this girl. It was a private academy. She was taken care of. Crazy what drugs do to someone. And then somebody says, oh, she said she only made it to 5th grade, so I guess she lied. So did you hear when she said, you know, she used to have like long, thick, blonde hair? She does, and so that's another thing that's like, oh, and then she just said, oh, I don't look anything like if you would have seen me before, like I look so different now, or like I don't look anything like I did before. However she worded that, which is true. And then she even made a remark something like how about like usually she's all done up and she, you know, she looks bad right now or whatever. So yeah, I thought it was interesting. So it's gonna be interesting to find out if she knew this guy, the house that she was in, or I mean, I don't even know. I don't even know what to expect. I don't know. I'm thinking now, like seeing this, it's making me think more that it they might end up finding out it was a drug overdose. But then I just don't get why people don't just call, because I don't know about so this would be in California. In Ohio, about when I moved back, so probably about 7 or 8 years ago, they passed this law. It's called the Good Samaritan Law, where hold on, let me switch this over. So where if somebody is has a drug overdose and they call the cops, the person that calls for help or whatever can't get arrested. So it doesn't matter if they have drugs on them, because a lot of people, it used to be like they were afraid because the person that's with the person that's overdosing is usually high. They usually are doing the same thing. So, you know, that could be a felony if they have heroin on them or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It could be a felony. So a lot of people, they just leave or they don't call because they're afraid, because they don't want to go to jail, or sometimes they might have a warrant. They might be wanted and they don't want to get arrested. I'm not saying that's right, but that would happen a lot where people were so afraid of getting in trouble, so they don't call. So Ohio passed this thing called Good Samaritan Law where they can't arrest you, you can't get in trouble. So, you know, if somebody's overdosing, you call and you're not going to get in trouble. So I don't know if California has that too. I'm sure a lot of states do. So my point is, if she, but it doesn't mean, even if they have that law, it doesn't mean number one, that everybody's aware of it. Number two, that the person still doesn't get freaked out and doesn't call because they're afraid. But it just makes you wonder, because it's, you know, that guys, like, look into that, because either way, it's not even worth it. And either way, I think most states are up with the fentanyl and stuff. I'm sure most states are, that law is probably um in most states now. So just call for help. If at the least, then call and leave if you're afraid. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that, you know, because let's say it was just a drug overdose, right? And because he didn't call now, and he wrapped her up in plastic, now he's gonna he get other charges that he wouldn't normally have gotten anything probably. You know, now he, like, what is that, tampering with, what is the corpse? The, I forget that charge with the corpse, but that would be a charge because he wrapped her body up with plastic. So he would get that charge. He's gonna get that charge, I'm sure. Um Now, like, I don't know. He's just gonna be in a lot more trouble than if it was a drug overdose, if he would have just called to begin with. But I don't know. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe there was some foul play. I don't know. But it's not that unheard of people freaking out of a overdose and doing something stupid like that, not calling. But like I said, they're passing new laws, and I'm sure if it's not in every state, it's bound to be in every state where that Good Samaritan law, because all the fentanyl and stuff. So yeah, like I said, if you're that scared and you have a warrant, just freaking call and leave. But that's the thing with that law, like, it doesn't matter, they can't arrest you. So, but anyway, interfering, is it interfering with the corpse? I thought it was something else. Something with the corpse. Maybe it is interfering. Um The colleague does too. There you go. But see, that's the thing. Not everybody's aware. So maybe the guy, he wasn't even aware of that. So hopefully people need to get that out. That they need to, like, somehow get that out to everybody so they're aware of that, so that people don't get afraid. Like, hey, you're not going to get in trouble. You don't even need to leave, even, you know, because, like, now she's at his house. So, like, isn't like, you know, you can't just leave because you're at my house. So I'd have to get the body out. So, you know what I'm saying? So if he would have just known, if it was an overdose, hey, dude, you're not going to get in any trouble. Call. It doesn't even matter if you have drugs at the house, you have a warrant. They can't do anything with that law. Um, anyway, so no, we're not judging Mississippi. We're just talking about, we're trying to figure out more. I feel like we're staying pretty fair and open. And I relate to her because I'm a recovering addict. So I relate, I feel a little bit connected to this and related to, because I struggle with the same thing. So I'm not judging. I'm the least to judge about that. None of us are judging in here. I don't know. Actually, I can't see all the chat. I can't control all the chat, and I'm playing a video. I don't see every single message, but I'm only responsible for what's coming out of my mouth. And no, I'm not judging. I'm the last to judge about anything, but let alone something about that. That'd mean I'm judging myself. You know what I'm saying? I did the same thing. Meth, heroin, those were the drugs I did. So I have no judgment. So I don't know what, yeah, you could just go do what you got to do then. Anyway, yeah, Sarah, I don't know. Maybe the plastic, maybe he thought it would, maybe he thought it would cover up the smell. I don't know. And whoever said the, uh, yeah, that's true, Laura Lou. That good. Thank you. I wanted to touch on that too. That's a good point. I wish I could highlight comments, but Laura Lou says, and if he was high, maybe not make good decisions. That's another thing. If you're, like, really high on whatever you're on, meth will, like, I've stayed up for like 2 weeks before. So, like, I bet, like, meth will make you stay up. So then you're hallucinating from lack of sleep plus the drug. So, like, I've, like, heard voices, seen people, seen things that weren't there. Mine were all, like, positive, thank God. Like, it wasn't ever, like, a bad, like, whatever. And I was somehow always able to I was always aware when I was hearing or seeing like hallucinating. I was always aware of what it was. So somehow I was always able to be control it, where I always knew this is the drug. I'm hallucinating. This isn't real, but yet I still like played with it. You know what I'm saying? I still kind of had fun with it. I don't want to say fun because I'm not promoting this. No way am I ever promoting that lifestyle. I'm so glad to be out of it. But I'm just saying, like I like went along with it, but yet I never scared me because I was always aware it wasn't real, yet it was. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but like it never scared me. It was always like never like bad stuff. It was always like kids, like shadow people were always like kids, fun, like people talking to me. I know it sounds weird, but it was always like positive stuff that was positive people, positive voices that were talking to me. But my point is like when you're partying, like that could be another reason people get scared. They could like be paranoid or something, like, oh my God, like they could be imagining like somebody saying, don't call, they're gonna come arrest you, or you know what I'm saying? Just imagining, you're just like, oh my God, and you're like hallucinating, not making, and then that could cause you to make bad choices. And then once a couple days pass, and let's say you finally get some sleep and come to, but then all of a sudden now you just freaking have been sleeping with this wrapped up body for days. Now you're even more freaked. Like I can't call the cops now. They're not going to believe me because look what I did when I was high. I wrapped her body with plastic. I'm just throwing out scenarios, like possibilities of a scenario that could turn into that when it might not be a homicide. That's all. Um. So yeah, but that's a good point on under drugs, or just not even hallucinating, but just not making the best decisions because you're just like, oh, like under the influence. So yeah, that could definitely be a reason why people don't call too. So yeah, and why he could have thought he had this good idea to wrap her in plastic in the moment and then realize, you know what I'm saying? Because he wasn't thinking straight, like whether it was like kind of delirious psychosis from staying up, because you could get the drug induced like psychosis type, and meth is one of the big ones because you stay up for days, or crack, or like speed where you're staying up because lack of sleep adds to that. That's what really, yeah. And so then you get into this thing, and then all of a sudden it could be like, holy crap, and then he just takes off because he's scared, because he's like, what did I do? This is like, what if, like, because sometimes you could stay up for like a week or two, so what if like a week passes, that happened, and he still hadn't slept. And then by the time he like got like was thinking straight, it was like a week since she died or something. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like, oh my God, I have to take off. Or I mean, who knows? There could have any possibility. So I don't know how long autopsy, like, God. See, usually what it is like, yeah, we'll wait like sometimes months for like the official autopsy report, but like usually when we're studying a case, it's like apparent. They'll say it's like a homicide because it's apparent of because the way the body, you know what I'm saying? Something with like if the person was strangled or shot or stabbed, or if it's apparent that there was foul play. So I think this might take longer because not only now we have to wait for that autopsy that could take a couple months, but there's nothing like maybe that is showing on her body that they could tell yet. I don't know for sure. I'm just guessing why, because usually by now we would at least have gotten an update, I feel like. So you just push them onto the easement. I don't know. Um, so I think I found that Delvon. Remember how? Because I feel like she was trying to like get that out, like Delvon, and even as she's leaving, Delvon Logan, Delvon Logan. He's a R. He said R. The R word, and then she said he's the one that did that to her face. So I looked him up. I don't even know. I'm thinking I might have found him. Because he's from LA. He died in LA of a drug overdose. He's black because she said he was black. That's what. And what else did she say about him? Um, he died when he was, I think, 37 or 38. So it would have been like, because this I think is a couple years ago. So this was probably like 21, 22. He died in 22, September 22. I have to look at the date, but it would be, you know, maybe it was, oh, yeah. So, but they found him in a parking lot, overdosed. So I'm thinking it could be the same Delvon. I'll show you. Hold on. 1 second. All right, hold on. Yeah, Brianna. She was making me laugh on some of the stuff. Wait, a guy on Facebook has laughed at every post about her death? What? Wait, what do you mean? Laughed. Because I'm trying to think on Facebook. See, I never really like reply on Facebook as far as you talking about like if you could heart it and you or you just is there like a laughing face? I don't know what you mean by laughed at every post. What about every post about her death? That's messed up, but who is this? Who? What was the name? Carlos? Show me. Carlos what? Like where at on Facebook? Are like in groups or wow. I wonder who that is. Hmm. Ah, Carlos Gonzana. Huh. Hold on 1 second. But see, Mississippi, like addiction is a real thing that could hit any one of us, any one of our families. It's a real thing that I don't think we should hide. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a thing that could affect anyone. And the fact that everybody wants to like hide it and like if it's somebody that's like came from like a good upbringing, it's like, oh, you want to just try to hide it. So then it's just like it looks like it's only like it only hits like a certain group of people, and it's because everyone wants to hide like the real the realness of the reality of it. You know what I'm saying? So like I feel like we should be honest because like a lot of those like families want to be like, oh no, that would never not like families like us, like that. You know what I'm saying? But the reality is it can affect any one of us. And I feel like it's important to show that it can do that. You know what I'm saying? That it's not just for like, it doesn't just like hit like, oh, weak people or people that, you know, have like a bad upbringing and it has nothing to do with weakness. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think that it should be looked at like that or it should be an embarrassment. So I get what you're saying, but I have a different outlook on that because I have personal experience. My sister died of a drug overdose. I struggle with it. I've had a lot of friends. I have, and I'm not even going to go into how even more personal I could relate to that, but there's something else that's very common with what you said, but I don't even want to kind of get into that. But yeah, but I just disagree with that. I don't think it's anything to be looked down upon. And I would like it to be a talked about thing and not necessarily like that it's only like, it only hits like this class of people. No, it doesn't. So I don't think, no, I just want to explain it because I think it's important. I don't think it's a bad thing. And I don't think a family should be embarrassed by that. And I think it should be talked about because it's like, it could be, you know what I'm saying? It could be how it could be relevant in what happened. You know what I'm saying? In a way, we'll find out. But even if not, I think it's a part of who she is. You know what I'm saying? She's not embarrassed about it. Like if she was here, she wouldn't be like, "No, I'm not." She wouldn't be embarrassed about it. So it's like, I don't know how to explain it, but like it's not. I guess we just look at it different. So I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but I don't look at it like it should be the shameful thing that, ooh, we can't talk about it. No, I think it's important to be able to talk about it and bring awareness to it. And then it's not just, I don't know. Yeah, no. See, I just disagree, but that's fine. I understand where you're coming from. Trust me, I do, but I just look at it different. So, no, you're fine. No, you're a lot of people do think like you do, and that's fine. I mean, and I respect your opinion, but hopefully you respect mine and realize I'm not coming from a bad place. I actually feel connected to this case because of that. As you can see, I'm probably the only true crime person even talking about this case still because there is some kind of connection because we have that connection because we're addiction, we're addicts and like it's, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't know, but I'm not coming from like a bad place about it at all. I think it's important to understand who she is and understand the whole picture and this is a part of who she is. It is. It's a part of who I am. Just because haven't used in, October will be 7 years, it's still gonna be a part of my life forever. You know what I'm saying? It's just something that is a part of you. So no. Um, wait, what are you saying, Gloria? No, you don't. Are you talking to me? Family, she is upset. I'm not sure. I don't understand your comment where you said, no, you don't. It's Mississippi Outlaws 71 family. She is upset. Be real. I'm not sure what you're saying right there. Are you talking to me, Glory, or no? Anyway, no, I'm not. I'm just, don't look at this like that I'm just having a real conversation. This is fine. I'm not going down a rabbit hole. This is something I'm glad we're talking about. I mean, there's nothing wrong with right discussing this. It's fine. Um, Gloria, I'm still confused. You say yes, Mississippi 72 family. I don't understand what you're saying. Can you explain that? You're just putting the name and you're adding family on top of it. What? Can you elaborate what that means? Am I missing something? Let me go back and see if I missed something. I don't understand what you're trying to say. But yeah, I'm going to move on in a minute, but thought it was important to address that. Yeah, I don't she is her family you're speaking of right now. No, I don't know. I don't think that is. Go up and read her comments. She doesn't say she is her family. She said if you read it, no, I don't think that's her family. Read what she said. I don't think, unless you know something I don't know, but from her comments, that's not what she's saying. She's saying maybe her mom wanted. No, she's not saying she's her family. Not from anything I read. Oh, maybe it is. Wait, my family, and it really sucks to get notified. Okay, maybe. Okay, I didn't go up this far. My family, and it really sucks to get a notification. Well, how is she related? Mississippi, how are you related to her? Because there's a lot of people that sometimes they'll say, so I just want to make sure. Oh, you don't get notification trying to be rude, exactly how I found out, but I see some of you don't get it while some are respectful, so I am out. Not strange at all. You don't get notifications. Not trying to be rude, but it's exactly how I found it. I don't know. Well, hopefully she heard what I said and realizes that I wasn't trying to be disrespectful. If she is her family, it's kind of hard to know for sure if that's what she's saying. I'm confused. Not strange. Mississippi, are you family or not? How are you related? Do you mind? So if tell us who she is, help us understand. You're saying if you're family, I'd love to know more about her. Can you tell us more about her? Yeah, I would love to talk to you. Trust me, I've been trying to find as much as I can about her because, like I said, I did feel connected to her and to this case. So I was spending like all week searching, and there's not much out there about her. So if you could help us learn who she is more, let us know. What tell us more. I'd love to know. Email me. Um, there's not really much. Okay, so no, I know I'm not Teresa. No, I know I'm not being disrespectful. I think she knows that too by her comments. I don't think she's. I'm not taking that she's upset and like any like. I think we talked. I think we're good. It's all good. Sometimes it. Yeah, I'm not mad. I think we're all good. Anyway, but yeah, if you want to email me, let me know how you're related. Um, I know there isn't, Teresa. Yeah, I'm just waiting to see if she'll respond because I'd like to know more. Yeah, we don't. There's barely not much like even her social media. Like there's Facebook that has like a couple posts. Like she said an engagement in 2015, but that's it. I mean, there's really nothing, not much at all. I did find some pictures actually that I wanted to share. I was gonna do it before the video and I forgot. I found a couple pictures of her like when she's a kid, like a little girl, and like her and her mom. You know, yeah, Sarah. I don't know. I'm not even sure if she is, but if she is family, like I said, Mississippi, if you are related in any way, let me know. If not, hopefully you come back. I mean, there's no hard feelings. I think we're all good. I think everybody's good. I wasn't taking what she was saying like after we talked. I think she was fine. She just said she was leaving. All right. So, Oh, bye, a laugh a day, let the dog out. Hey, Wolfpack. Oh, a hurricane, did you say? Yeah, like I said, if Mississippi wants a link, I could email her it. But I think she left. All right, so let me show you a couple pictures. And then I have a couple other things I want to share. Hold on one second. Peyton, hey, when did you come? God, I hate when that does that. So here's a few other pictures that aren't as this coffee, this, you know what this decaf does, it doesn't taste like as, it's not as satisfying. You would think it would taste the same. I always thought it tasted the same, but it's not. Beef sandwich, what are you guys saying? Here's a few pictures of her, and then I do have, like I said, I found Delvon. I have a couple of her, like I did a background search on her. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if it's really important because I mean we know she's a struggling addict, so I mean it's not gonna be um surprising, to have drug charges or whatever. It just comes with the territory. Drugs are illegal. You get caught with them, you get a charge. It's just the way it is. Doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't even make you a criminal. You know what I'm saying? In the law, the eyes of a, legally, yeah, oh, you have a criminal record, but really, you're only hurting yourself. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, here's some pictures of her and her mom. Wait, Maddie. Oh, here's just some of the old ones that have been passed around. We'll just go through them all. There's not very many, like I said. Which it makes sense because when you're an addict, I mean, you're not going to be on, you're out on the streets. Your main concern is getting your next fix and stuff. It is. It's a full-time job. So the thing is, especially like you get to the point where you can't even hold down a job. I mean, she did say she had a job, probably on and off. So it's like you have to find creative ways to make money, and it's like a full-time job every day to figure out how you're going to get money to get, and then how you're going to get your drugs, right? So my point is that it makes sense why we can't find a lot of social media. So, a lot of the other cases, we'll be able to find like a bunch of pictures. Well, not all of them, but sometimes it'll be pictures because they have social media in this day and age. But since she's been struggling, it looks like from her charges, I think back in 2016, I think her first charge with a drug charge, but doesn't mean that's when she could have started using years before that because you don't get necessarily caught right away. But so like you don't got time to be on social media. You know what I'm saying? So there's not a ton of pictures, there's not a lot of social media. So it just makes sense why there's not a lot, is my point. Oh wait, hold on. There's one more. This is on her Pinterest account right here. Or no, this might be LinkedIn or Pinterest she has, I feel like, but But I was gonna bring up those accounts, but there's really nothing on. I guess I could bring them up. There's a few Pinterest, like whatever you call them, and then LinkedIn. There's like I think one job she lists. Um, that one won't zoom in for some reason. Okay, so let's do. What was I gonna do? Oh, we could do. Hold on a second. I just want to make sure I scroll all the way down to where I need so it doesn't give the addresses and stuff. 1 second. All right, so actually let's do Pinterest and stuff first, then I'll do the records. LinkedIn and Pinterest, that's what I was trying to think of. I'll just do it like that. All right, did that switch over? So far behind. Okay, so here's her Pinterest. I never really understood it. Like, I get confused. Like, I don't know. I've had one, but I was just got bored because it's like, what do you just save? Like different whatever pins, I guess. I don't know. I never really got into it. Because then it gets confusing because you click on one and then it brings up all these other ones. So it's like, I don't know. But these are the ones she has. My pirate, Ahoy, matey. All right. So and then this is all she has on her LinkedIn. Hold on. Sales representative at KB Wireless. Oh yeah. All right. So let's go to our records now. I don't know, guys. Now I'm having second thoughts on what would be. I don't know. Since I'm getting more harshly judged on everything I do. I might not be able to do everything I was gonna do today. Because now I'm thinking, oh great. If it was anybody else probably doing it and everybody wouldn't say anything, but because now everybody's judging me so harshly on everything, it's probably maybe not a great idea what I was. I don't know. Yes, Brianna, I got arrested in Miami of Ohio. Oh, we went to a Widespread Panic concert in college. Abby, Johnny, and Chris. Those were the names of the people I was with. Um, and so on the way there, we were drinking because it was a concert, but we were, of course, underage. We were freshmen in college, and it was in Miami of Ohio. And we were drinking before drive there. So take it. We, drink a few beers. I mean, I don't even remember really being that wasted, but a few beers on the way there. But then stayed for a whole concert, and their concerts are a few hours long, and then drive back, get pulled over, and all like blew like over the limit when we're just like, wow, that was like 3 hours ago, and we only had a few beers. And Abby, the driver, thank God she blew over, but they let her re-blow. So I don't think she got a DUI, but we ended up, we were in a Miami of Ohio when we got arrested. And then for underage, then we had to have somebody come pick us up. So yeah, I know Miami of Ohio. Anyway, it was Chris's older brother because he actually lived he went to school in Miami of Ohio. Yeah, so he picked us up, and then how did he do this? He drove us because we had to leave our car there. Somehow we had to figure it all out, and then we had to go back because it was a few hours away from Bowling Green. That's when we were going to school. We had to go back for court to do the court, and then it was like a $350 fine, or I don't know, it was like a few $100 fine that we had to pay for underage. But I remember having to go back. I was like, oh, we have to get a ride back because none of us. Wait, who drove? Abby's the one, so it was Abby's car, but like I don't remember if she just had her car temporarily, because sometimes we would get like a car like if there was a show coming up, it'd be like somehow we'd get like somebody would go home and get a car for the weekend. You know what I'm saying? Because there really wasn't that much room to have a car your freshman year on the dorms. Then you have to find not a lot of people had cars there like freshman year. But anyway, so we had to go back, and I remember Chris like stood up in front of the judge, was like apologizing to the judge, and we were like, Chris, what do you? It was just out of character for him. We were all sitting there like, he's like, you guys have anything to say? And we didn't even know he was gonna come and like say this like little speech. It's funny. Anyway, so I don't know. I'm just nervous now. I had like all like her background search and stuff, but now I feel like maybe it's not a good idea because it wasn't even a bad thing, but it was just to understand, but I feel like I'll just, get crap because you know how people are. I don't know. Well, let's look at Delvon's. Why you think about it. The thing is they're drug charges. I mean, we know it's not a freaking secret that she's an addict. I mean, so anybody trying to hide that, then that's who she is. Not who she is, but it's a part of who she is. It's a part of who I am. So it's just, I just hate how people are making me like overthink things. But let's do Delvon's first. So Delvon Logan, the guy, she said that she made a point to freaking Delvon Logan at the end because she called him a Ray rapist. And yeah, she said he hit her head. So I think this is him. Like I said, we'll go over his stuff first and then. I know I probably wouldn't even have thought twice if that whole thing didn't happen with Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's fine too because it's not. Just helps us understand who she is since everybody's trying to hide who she is. They're freaking showing pictures that are 12 years old. Some of them are 12 years old pictures. It's like I mean, I guess that's fine, but it's like they probably don't have a lot of recent pictures of her. That's probably the truth. They probably don't because you know what I'm saying? She's probably in California, back and forth, jail. Because you see her charges. She spent some time in jail. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's the life of an addict sometimes. It's just, it is what it is, Dude, I was homeless for The last what? I'm trying to think if it was like over a year. Was it 2 years? For sure, like a year and a half, maybe. Like that was me, you know. So it's not. I'm not judging. I was just somehow fortunate enough to get out of it. If my dad didn't buy me that plane ticket without my consent, because I wasn't wanting to. I wanted to move back, but I did. It was hard to make that decision because it's like I'm gonna leave this where I'm gonna have to go home without all my connections with my parents. That was scary. Heroin is so physically addicting. Meth, I was doing that every day for, you know what I'm saying? It's like I was so scared. And I was like, so yeah, I kept saying I want to do it, but I, I don't know if I ever would have. But the fact that he bought me that plane ticket and said, it's non-refundable, you got to come. Yeah, I could have just said no. I mean, I still had the choice to be like, no, I'm not coming. But just the fact that, oh, he bought it, like he kind of like, it was like a force, like, okay, he bought it. But if he wouldn't have bought that, I would, and he would have said like, hey, do you want me to buy you a plane ticket? You want to come home? I would have been like, yeah, but I'm not ready yet. I don't know. I mean, maybe eventually I would have, but I just kept it's strong, you know. And then because he just went and bought it and then said, nope, it's non-refundable. You have to. Like I said, I'm an adult. I could have just. He's not physically. He's all the way in Ohio. I'm in Colorado. He can't physically make me get on that plane, but I did. But it was scary. Oh my god! I was remember like Randy. I'm like, I kept saying like, I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know. I can't do it. I'm like, but I have to. Randy's like, you, like Randy's like, oh, you're just gonna leave me here. I'm like, yeah, but Randy, just come. Like, we're gonna die here. And then I was like going back and forth because I was scared. I didn't want to, and I just kept saying like, but we're gonna die if we stay. I'm gonna die. I have to, and I just did it. And I don't know how, but I did it. It was one of the harder. It was a hard decision. Trust me. Scary. It really is a lot. It's very scary, but that's true, Wolfpack. Oh, thanks, Michael. You were being understanding even. Oh, thanks. All right, so let me just see what oh, just give me 1 minute. I just want to see something. You know what? Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't need to go through them specifically. It's fine. I mean, we know, I guess it to see like the specifically listed out. I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying? No, I guess well, we don't have to do that, but it just kind of like completes like to show. I don't even know how to explain it, but yeah, it's just a part of the life. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think I really need to go down the list of her charges. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she just when you're an addict, I mean, you're a lot of times you get caught with, you know what I'm saying? You get caught with the drugs and it's illegal. So, you know, meth, um, driving while intoxicated, because you'll be driving places when you're under the influence and stuff like that, you know? So it's just, she just, you know, she spent some time in jail. And like I said, like the boyfriend said, she had a warrant when she went back to Mississippi and then had to spend 3 months in jail. He said that was right before, close to right before that interview. He said that's when she got back to LA. So, yeah, I'm not going to go through the specifics, but yeah, But Delvon, yeah, so I'll just do this. I'll bring up this quick thing. I don't even know if I need to necessarily bring up his records. Yeah, you know what? Actually, maybe we should, because she wanted people to look. It was pretty evident that she wanted people to look into this guy, but he's dead now. Then, if this is the guy, if this is the Delvon, the guy that I found, he's actually dead now. But it's kind of interesting because it kind of matches up with here. Let me bring it up. Remember what she said, so it kind of matches up with some of the stuff, like the character she was kind of showing who this guy was, you know. Hold on. So yeah, so here's some of his charges. Lewd acts with a child, 14. Oh wait, that's kind of, there we go. You know, that's kind of over. Wonder if you could. Oh, it's a little cut off at the end, but actually nothing's over there anyway. Okay. Here's possession of instrument paraphernalia. Some of these, like, it doesn't give that many details. Like when you do like these kind of background searches, just gives you like the charge. And then usually if I see this, I'll go to the court, or sometimes I'll go to the court anyway, the court page, and then get the specifics sometimes if I can. But I wasn't able to find any more details because LA, oh, they make it hard to get things on some parts. Like I got rejected a lot of requests. But anyway, possession of marijuana. Released from prison. LST or Temple Station. Yeah, look, I mean, some of it doesn't even, I hate how sometimes it doesn't give you like, well, it gives you the offense code, criminal. I don't know, I don't feel like looking into all this, but you could see he's got a record. Offense, 2017. Let's see if anyone else has like actual. Look, it goes all the way from 2010, like almost like every year he has a charge. But that's another thing though, they make it really hard to get out of the system once you're in it. 2007, yeah, there's a lot. So all right, so but I want to show you this other thing here where um right. So here's that where it says there's got to be an easier way to do this than what I'm doing. said Los Angeles is reporting the death of a 37-year-old black male that occurred in a parking lot. The coroner's office has identified the man as Delvon Logan. Manner of death accident. Cause of death fentanyl, methamphetamine, phencyclidine intoxication. So yeah, it was in September 2022. So he would have been, yeah. So that was just almost like a year ago. In a couple days. What's today's date? Yeah, in 2 days it'll be the year anniversary of his death. So yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm guessing that's the same guy. LA, it fits everything, and that's the same guy that because the birthday matches up with the records we were looking at too. So it's all the same guy. I'm guessing it's him because it seems to match, but of the guy that she said that did that, Delvon Logan, because he's from LA, because she was saying he did it to her there. So yeah, that's about it then, guys. I'm gonna skip the other stuff, but it's not that big of a deal, guys. I think I'm glad we got to watch that video though. Isn't that interesting though that like to us what we just saw, like if we didn't see that video and what they're putting out, like we had a total different like perception of who she was, even though there really wasn't much. That's the thing. It was just probably what our mind did just by seeing those pictures. Because that's all we had is a few pictures. And then you just think, I don't know, you just form this opinion. Not opinion, you know what I'm saying? You just kind of form this, and then it's just like, you see that, you're like, whoa, I didn't expect that. But yeah. And I noticed a lot of people, you guys don't even, haven't been really following the case. Probably because there really wasn't much. I just looked up now because I wanted to see what videos, I mean, right before my live, to see if there's any like new clips or like old clips that we could watch that have some more information. And no, they're all the clips I could find on this case are the ones that I watched them all. There's like 5 or 6, or maybe, I don't even know if there's that many, but I went through them getting ready for this live. Like, okay, let's see if there's one that I haven't watched yet. It's like all of them show like I watched them all, and then I scroll down and it's turning into like Rachel Moore. You know what I'm saying? Like Rachel Moore's coming up and stuff, is like, wow, I've seen every freaking video because there's not much. But yeah, I'll let you guys know if there's an update, which I don't think I'm thinking it's going to be like a month or so until they get the autopsy. Oh, but hopefully the boyfriend, yeah. So hopefully this week sometime we could talk to him, and then he could give us a little bit more insight on who she is and stuff. I keep forgetting about that. So that'll be interesting. I'm actually pretty anxious to find out some questions. So if you guys have any questions. Oh wait, I'm on the wrong email. Hold on. Any questions that you want to ask him? I feel like I probably have enough. That I could think of, but no, if you have any questions too, hopefully he'll get back with me this week and we could set something up. Like I said, he was gonna come on tonight and he worked late, and then it's like it was pretty short notice, so I don't know. I haven't heard from him today, but I know he was working late, and I was like, wow, that's why I kind of waited later to do the live, but so hopefully I'll still hear back from him. I know, Teresa, exactly. They haven't even released the name. Like I said, we know the name because I figured it out. So I mean, we do know the name of them, but they nobody else released it. But I think it's because they don't even know where to go with it. Like I think, I mean, if you listen to the clips again, which when I was doing that last live where I said who it was or whatever, and then I got crap about like they didn't even say it was a homicide or he was a suspect. But when I was watching those news clips back again, the old ones, they did say he's a suspect in a homicide investigation. So they did say that though. I mean, that was news clips. But I got so much crap about that, and then I was listening to him, like I said before this live, and I'm like, I got so much crap about that. And look, they do. The news clips are the news freaking channels are saying suspect in a homicide investigation. They literally said it, but yet, wonder if those people were going over there, criticizing them for saying it before they officially said it was a homicide. You know, I don't know. I have to look on the to see if I could figure out the police, like, what did they officially say homicide? Two of the different news clips did say homicide investigation, but I'm trying to think like how they. Wonder if I could reach out to them and be like, I guess it's a homicide investigation because they're investigating like a homicide, but they haven't, officially classified it as one because they're probably still seeing, I bet. But yeah, they say suspect. They said suspect. And I got crap about saying like, oh, he's not a suspect. But two news channels called him a suspect. Yeah, they did. I know, Teresa, they did, but people like to just pick on me. But of course, they're not going to go to them and be like, how dare you say suspect? And but it's fine because I think the thing is, I think there is a chance that we're going to see that it might just be an accident. I don't know. I think it could go either way. I think it's very likely that it could have been overdose, or maybe he did do something. You know? I know, Wolfpack. I know, Teresa, but I'm basically done with sharing what I wanted to share. And her records, it's not that. I mean, we basically kind of like talked about him as we're talking. So to see him listed out, I mean, it's not a necessity. I think we're starting to see a little bit of her story. I would like to know her. That's why I'm anxious to have her boyfriend so we could kind of like get a feel like who she is, personally. And then I would like, if Mississippi's really a relative, I would have liked her to come on to, if she's worried about, because we don't know and she's a relative and she knows it. I mean, I wish she would come on and share, and then we would be aware because we're like the only ones talking about it. Oh, thank you, Crash Landing. So if Mississippi, if you're listening, email me, then we can learn more about her. Anyway, oh, thanks, Teresa. All right, guys, I am going to end this, but like I said, I'm going to have it's not a new case, but it's a case we've talked about, but I got like the files for it that I'm going to start releasing. I think I'm going to do like, I just got them. Like when I was on my trip, I got 4 USBs and all this for this case. So I'm going to start releasing. Well, I guess I could tell you what case it is. It's the Courtney Clenny case. So the OnlyFans that's saying self-defense. So I haven't even looked. I read all these. I was walking around my house and I read every one of these just today. I read all of it trying to like exercise. So I'm like walking around my dining room, kitchen table, reading it right before the live actually. So I just finished reading all this, but I haven't watched any of this. So there's 4 USB with, I don't know, we'll see. So I'm going to, release, yeah, I'm gonna do, but what I would like to do with these is I'm gonna start like doing like pre-records, because I'll do like a, deep dive into the case and just have like a bunch, like I do with, when I do like more deep dives into the case when there's a lot of stuff to go through or whatever. So I think I'm gonna slowly just release them on pre-records, and of course we could do lives talking about them and stuff. So I'll be working on those the next, I don't know how long, because I don't even know what's all on these. But yeah. Yeah, Patronus, but like the trial, when the trial's happening, you know what I'm saying? the trial. I don't know when the trials are going to be. I have to look into it. On the court TV, I think it says like coming soon or whatever. But so yeah, it's going to be interesting because it's like she's claiming self-defense. You know, did you see that one video? I don't know if no, that was the dude. That was the video I was working on right before my couple trips ago when I got like attacked. All the people came over. It was at the beginning of the whole thing before I left on my trip, before everything all exploded. I was doing a video on Courtney Clenny. Remember, we were going to watch a bunch of the videos and like, I don't know if I got to play. I was going to play the one. I don't know if I got to play it yet. Because remember, I ended it early. But where her defense, like, is talking about how, like, oh, it's self-defense. It's obvious. I was actually listening to it. I've been taking my, like, speaker into the shower because it's like, I don't know, showers is like downtime. I feel like I want to be working or doing something. So I've been taking my Bluetooth speaker, turning it up and listening to it when I was in the shower, like not in the water. But so I was listening to that one where her defense is saying like how it's self-defense and stuff. But, so yeah. But yeah, it's interesting because these files, just from reading these files, there's a couple of things, that I didn't know about in her past, a couple of cases from her past. Well, I don't know if you call them cases, but a couple of things that legal, you know, whatever. I don't even know what you call them, but just interesting, like, oh, okay. So kind of like, you'll see. It's pretty interesting. So yeah, that's what's coming up, but yeah, I did Peyton. Wait, diverting attention from what, Wolfpack? What's the squirrely thing? I'm anxious tomorrow. This is where I'm going to be going. I hope there's some good stuff on here. I don't even know what to expect. I hope I'm not disappointed. Because these files are not cheap, guys. I didn't realize. I got, like, spoiled. Like for instance, the Chris Watts case. I probably ordered those, like, 4 or 5 different times and got them every time. And you got so many files free. No charge at all. Completely free. Got spoiled. And then, like, you know, some of the other bigger cases completely free. And now it's like, I feel like you can't find that anymore. And I'm thinking though, what I'm kind of thinking is true crime is just starting to get bigger and bigger, like social media. You know, I've noticed just from the 4 years I've been on YouTube, where it was when I started compared to now, it's crazy how many like channels compared to when I started. When I started, it was like you were aware of all the channels. You know what I'm saying? You knew what all the true crime channels. Now there's so many, I don't even know. There's new ones every day starting. So what I'm thinking is these courts are they're realizing that they're getting all these requests and they're realizing, hey, we can make money. So I think that that's going to be more common. Like, I think the days of getting them free are over. Like, I think like now they're following suit. I think they're all going to just start charging is my guess, is what I'm thinking. Like, I think it's going to be harder to find free files now because the supply and demand. I don't know. I could be wrong, but oh, yeah, it's huge. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go, guys, because I have a couple appointments in the morning. But thanks for hanging out. I'm trying to think. Yeah, there hasn't been an update. Hey, has anybody heard anything about Rachel Morin? That's another case I'm always checking on. There's really not any. I haven't seen any updates. I don't think we probably won't hear an update until they find out who that guy is. Anybody in like any groups that any hearsay or like that, oh, they, catch wind of like anything that anybody that maybe knows the guy or anything. Dude, I spent so much time trying to find that home invasion burglary. Like, you don't even understand. Like, I found like these different maps. I found these different things where I could go to that date and find different like burglary home invasions in the 77th division and the time, and then I would request information from those and I get rejected. LA is hard. There's some hard I've gotten rejected so many requests. Um all my and then all the Hannah Rachel Collins requests rejected, all the Rachel Morin requests I made rejected. And then the home invasion ones that I've had to like dig around to find random ones rejected. Not home invasion. Yeah, home invasion, burglary, assault. Man. Yeah, but anyway. No, I haven't found anything, Teresa. That's why I was hoping to find more out on the home invasion to see if there's like any details about him in the report. Now, if I would got it, I wasn't planning on like releasing the name. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted the details of what happened that night so we could understand, because that lady, somebody's letting him out, and I just wanted to know, was somebody catch somebody? Did she know the person? What is the deal? It's weird that this person's letting this person out, and to me it looks like they're making some kind of like deal, not deal in a way where it's like, where she's just like, like, get out, like, okay, we won't call the cops, get out, like some kind of those deal, just leave. And he's like, I don't know if he's blowing her a kiss or not. I think he's more like, okay, like, or maybe like, thank you, please don't call, or whatever, and like he leaves. I don't know. It's something like where he's like, ooh, like, oh, and she's like, okay, get out. Like, we're fine, just go ahead, and then obviously she calls because they have a report, but it has to be somebody that caught them, the mom or something, because I don't see, if he's assaulting the person and he's just letting that person make him leave, that doesn't make any sense. Because if he's assaulting her, he probably had some kind of power over her, or you know what I'm saying? So it makes more sense that it was probably somebody else that walked in on it, caught him, and like, get out of here. Like the mom, maybe. I don't know. I guess that's the only thing that makes a little more sense than like her, something happening and then her just being like, okay, get out. That doesn't work. It doesn't seem to work that way. So anyway, I was just trying really hard so I could get the details of like what happened, and then if it had any more description of the guy. But it would be stupid if they had any more description. It would be stupid for them not to tell the public because they're trying to look for him. So I'm hoping they told us everything they know about this guy, because that would be stupid to hold back anything, because he's wanted for murder. Like, I hope they give us every descriptive specific detail so we could we could find this guy. Anyway, we found the address, Patty. I found that it's in the 77th division, so there's like that block, member, that like area is narrowed down to, but I haven't been able to find the exact address. Email me that. Let me email me the information that you're talking about. I guess I could, if it's, Peyton, who are you talking about? West Palm Beach. What are you guys talking about? Oh, it is, Patronus. It's really hard, and I'm finding that out. I've gotten rejected from every single thing I've requested from LA. And I've been requesting like a lot of different things, because not just what I'm telling you, like not just those cases. I've requested probably like from LA probably like 15 things just in the matter of a week because I've been finding other things like, oh, let me try this, let me try this, let me try to request this. Every freaking thing. Like, you gotta be kidding me. And and so I understand like um the Hannah thing because the case is still open. They said the case is still open. So okay, I understand that. Like that's why I got rejected for that. I said we can't release it because the case and I've actually requested from different agencies for different things and everyone case is still open. So okay. But some of the other things I've requested the case wasn't open, but they just rejected it. So now, yeah, I don't know why they make it so hard. Really? Anything? What days, Alsane? What are you talking about? I don't think those days are very far off. What are you guys talking about? Really, you have to caught him by now. The FBI must not be involved, otherwise he would have been caught. The same week, Brianna. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, the end days. Talk to my mom. I know she. See, back in Colorado when I was like digging into like like all the conspiracies and like things that I'm still freaking believe in and stuff, but like I was preparing. Like I feel like I was like in the mindset of where I was thinking, oh, it's like any day, tomorrow, and then it never came. So I'm like, I'm gonna stop like living for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stop worrying about that because I was convinced by like watching things convinced me like, oh, it's this, and then it never happened. So I was like, I'm gonna stop. But now my mom's kind of in that mindset, like it's gonna be any day, next month, this month, soon. And it's just like, yeah, that's what I was thinking for like probably a year, and then I was like, oh, nope. They'd be like, nope, it's gonna be now. It's gonna be yeah. But no, I mean, you think I was saying like, do you think it's like for religious purposes, like religious? I don't know. I probably worded that wrong. Like my mom is like really like Christian and the Bible and the Revelation and yeah, Teresa, me too. Oh, Orchid Jane subscribed. All right, I'm gonna go. Yeah, Mamma Mia. Oh yeah, Mamma Mia. True. The Maui fire. I was watching videos on that. It was so like scary and like movie, like watching like the people that were like making basically like home video, like taping it, like driving, trying to drive out of it, or the people that were like in the water that jumped in the water and stuff like that. It's like you're watching a freaking movie. It's crazy, so scary. And that was the town that my sister got married in. We were there for it was during Halloween because she got married on Halloween. What year? I don't remember what year, but they have like this big celebration for Halloween. They celebrate Halloween. It's like Halloween's big there, but it's the Lahia. I don't know how to say. I forget exactly what it is, but it's the same town that we stayed in. Lahaina or something, right? Am I saying that right? Lahaina. That's where she got married. So it was kind of like sad, it was kind of like, whoa, that was such a freaking pretty area, man. So, oh, it's like you were in a different country. You feel like you're in a different country there. But yeah, it felt like you're in a movie watching some of those videos. The people that had like the last resort, they had to jump in the ocean. It got so bad. And even in the ocean, people, the one guy that was like somebody was interviewing him, he even said that there's some people like didn't even make it in the ocean, they died. Man. Anyway, all right. I'm gonna go, guys. I need to get to. Oh, it's 1. Yeah, I have an early morning appointment. All right. Well, thanks. It was nice seeing you all. I said I'll see you guys soon. I'll be working, trying to make some new videos. What is today? Oh yeah, wait. I was saying I saw your. I think it was your message earlier. I meant to comment about the treats. I know we never got around to it, and I brought. Is Darksea's not here? Darksea, I even brought like because she put all her treats in these cool little bags or whatever that zip. So both trips, me and Juliet were gonna do it. I brought them with me. Both trips traveled because I already have so much stuff. So I like there's these 2 big bags, and we didn't end up doing it again. So um I've eaten some of the stuff though because I can't wait. But yeah, I'm gonna have to. Well, okay, what video? I should have done it for today. I still have the treat, the other box, the one that got sent that gets sent to me. That you could order it and they give me like the code or whatever. That was sent to me before this whole autopsy thing blew up or whatever. So like when I got back from like that first trip, they're like, "Hey, you didn't do the video yet," and I'm like, "Yeah." I was surprised. I thought they would have known everything going on. It was everywhere, and I'm just like, "Yeah, it's been some stuff going on. I'm sorry," because I didn't think they would have wanted me to do it during all that. So I don't know. It seemed like they didn't even know about it. So I still have to do that too. I think it's I don't even remember what country it's from, but it's probably all stale by now. Because that's the one where a couple of the packs opened up already. I had to I think I put them in a Ziploc bag. So I still have to do that from whatever country that is. And then I have to do the one from Australia. So yeah, I'll do 2 different ones. The Australia one though, I might have to do in a couple different ones because there's so many different things. I'll be like, I won't, I don't know if I'll be able to try everything because there's I might be able to try a half of we'll see. Well, I'll start it and then if it's too much, I'll have to do it too. But I'm trying to think what video I could do it with, or I guess we could just do it a hangout one, or find maybe an old case to talk about. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah. All right. Bye, guys. Yeah. Thank you, Petty. Oh, Teresa. Thank you. Wolfpack Crash. Mama Mia. Sharon. Bye. Brianna. Who else? Did I never? I'm trying to think of somebody. I'm looking up to see if somebody I didn't say hi to yet. I think I said hi to all the people chatting. Yeah, I think I said hi to all you guys. Okay. Well, bye, all you guys. Sandra, Risha, Wolfpack, Petty, Crash Sandy, Not Saying, Peyton. Yeah. Bye bye. I forgot how to end the other. Yeah, there we go. Okay, bye, guys. Vegemites, yes, Vegemite. I'm still scared. I haven't tried it yet. I just have a feeling I'm not gonna like that. I don't know why. The way you guys described it was not appetizing at all. It scares me, but I'm not one to be like, "Ooh, I'm scared to try." I mean, I'll try anything. So, but um, wait, no, I'm not. Wait, can you guys still see me? Because Soul just texted, "Oh, you're gone." Like, can you guys still see me? Soul, we're still here. That's weird. Hold on, let me tell her. What is she doing? Yeah, she just like, "Oh, you're gone." I just clicked back. So I'm like, wait, did I accidentally hit end? But no, she must just be having problems. All right, I'm gonna go though. Bye, guys. Oh, there you are. Wait, I was just texting. Who said bye, guys? You're saying why did it say bye, guys? Who's talking to you? What did I say bye, guys, or who's saying bye, guys? But who? You're saying it said bye, guys? Who though, Soul? Who? Like who do you hear talking to you? Oh, I did. I was saying bye. I just didn't click off. Oh, thank you, Sharon Whitson. Yes, I agree too. And aw, good job. How long do you have? Mamma mia. All right, I better end it. Or orchid, orchid. Wait, Orchid Jane. Thank you. No, Peyton Soul's been here, but she left. She was here earlier, but oh, you weren't here, Peyton, when Soul was here. And she was here at the beginning. So you're the one here late, Peyton. uh, it's okay. Where's Dark Sea? I'll have to make sure I tell her when we're gonna do her trying her stuff. Alright, I'm really gonna go now then. Alright, bye guys. Oh wait, hold on, I'm Sharon. You said people that's never been addicted to anything, it's great. And unfortunately, I completely understand those of us that have been addicts know to understand it is already too late. Alright, bye guys. Thank you, Sharon, for coming in. Oh, the bottom of my heel is itching. All right, I am gonna end it for sure now. I keep saying that, and I keep wanting to read more. It's the Midwest goodbye, yeah. Soul. I know, Mama Mia. Yeah, say bye. Oh, you have a new. Wait a minute, Mama Mia. You have a new thing again. Is that a skeleton? Like a skull? It's hard to. That's new again, right? I mean, that's. I like it. When did you get that? I know I do, Mama Mia. Soul, did Soul's husband was supposed to make some music. You never even sent me the demo or whatever. Yeah, Crash Landing. Oh my god, Crash Landing, why do I keep forgetting you're Batman? This whole time I didn't associate you being Batman. I can't get that in my head, and you even have the Batman symbol, but it's so small in here. I've been more. I feel like on StreamYards, I'm more aware of the pictures because I highlight them, I put them up on the screen, and then I look at them. But since I can't do it here, I'm more focused on the names. And Crash Landing. Yes, Batman. You've been here the whole time. All right, I gotta go for real though. But thanks, guys, for coming.